So tell us about this Strat.
So this is my dad's 1972 Stratocaster. It's called Stinky because it was disgusting. I mean, still moderately disgusting, but it used to be a lot more disgusting. And it was in a lot better nick when he gave it to me. But I used to like tape like slogans on here, but like, you know, this machine kills fascists. But so it gradually like wore off the varnish, and then obviously because I'm crap at playing guitar, I'd scraped away all the wood, and it was soaking in really badly. And the skunk stripe at the back had come loose. The neck was completely battered, and then Lee had split the guitar in two on stage one day when he dropped his guitar on top of it. But it's a really unique guitar. It's very, very weird. I mean, obviously I've like, you know, I don't use tone knobs because I don't know how. So yeah, that's all gone, and it's been wired up. It's got like a creamery pickup in there that's like quite high output. I'm really into quite high output pickups, as you'll see. But yeah, I love it. And then Ruben from Providence Guitars, my guitar tech Gavin Maxwell, he was like, we need to get this fixed because it's actually starting to rot. Mm-hmm. So he took it off us, and like the restoration work he does is incredible. So like the neck's that's all back to normal, but it's all original. All the metal work and all the kind of hardware, that's all the original stuff from when it's not original to the guitar, but it's original from whenever I had wrecked it. Mm-hmm. And so it's all back together. And then the wood, like impregnated it with some resin, so it would stop soaking stuff in. But yeah, it's just it's my favorite guitar that I have. I play it a lot less now, not out of like some kind of like, you know, I'm not like deferring to it or trying to avoid it getting ragged. I just I've got more beastly things these days. Yeah. But yeah, I love it.
Can we hear a sound or two on that? It'd be quite interesting to.
There's loads of effects on because I've got to hide my guitar playing, don't
cool.
I? Let's see. But yeah, with the creamery pickups, it's all like a lot of the stuff's like kind of post-punk led, so it's all like really like twangy around the D and the G to really get like, you know. So yeah, it's a sick guitar.
I was hearing you doing some tremolo picking, I think, and it reminded me a little bit of Dick Dale, and Lee was saying that you're actually a big Dick Dale fan.
Massive Dick Dale fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I play with, these are, I think, are 11s because it's a risk blowing the wood up, but I normally play with 14s. Dick Dale played with like 23s, I think. But yeah, so trem picking, Dick Dale is like my hero. Dick Dale and Link Ray. Yeah. So yeah, I play with like heavy gauge strings, and it's a lot of trem picking.
It's funny because those Fenders were designed for 13s and above back in the 50s. They didn't think anyone was going to be playing 9s on them.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I mean, Dick Dale played a Strat, so like, yeah, it's kind of. I love it. I love the feeling of a big wire under your finger while you're ragging it. When I do. Brutal to bend, like, but yeah. Love it.
So tell us about this beast. I mean, it is a beast, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is my like this is now my go-to guitar. It's like my main live guitar. Yeah. Wiz, our sound engineer, introduced me to EGCs a few years ago. They're kind of like, I guess they're vaguely based around what's his chops?
Oh, Travis Bean.
Travis Beans, because it's aluminium neck. But obviously, it's not got the wood on the frets. It's not quite a pan, but the way they do it is that the neck is through to the bridge, and the pickups are mounted on the net, and then with the acrylic body's got this like separator, so it doesn't dull the sound at all. I've got aluminium one as well, and one of my baritones is aluminium, but I love the sound of the acrylics, and with the Jesus Christ, there you go, that happens a lot because it's so heavy. But with the neck, it's just got this like resonance to it that I saw someone describe once as like an angry piano, which I love. And then the pickups are like wound to within an inch of their life. Like they keep going. So it's like, I mean, it's. So yeah, I love it, and it's a great sound, and like it's insanely heavy. Like it's hard work live, but every time I pick up a different guitar, our sound engineer is like, "No, don't get this one."
It's funny, isn't it, that some guitars they just have that quality that they're not interchangeable at all. They just have that.
It's versatile as well. For something that's so hot pickups on it, it can be restrained and can have its like quieter moments. But it's also, and it's great for feedback as well because it's so resonant. It's picking up, it's got these frequencies that come out of it. They're great.
Do you find because it's it's got the aluminium neck and the acrylic body that it's actually very stable as well when you're sort of playing it?
Do you know what it's supposed to be? Not with the way I play guitar. So so these would be the 14s on it, and I'll go through like a pick like that much during like 3 songs. I play so hard. So yeah, with the way I bend strings and the way I kind of dig in, and that needs to be tuned every so often, unfortunately.
I'm gonna
but in theory, it's in a better place than a wooden guitar would have been at the same point. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you put that one down now because it is.
Yeah.
I've got to say that feels like it's about £15 or more.
Yeah,
actually.
it's about that, I think.
Yeah.
I'll give it to it.
Okay. Thanks, Phil. Now watch that's heavy.
Getting ready for it.
Yeah. Oh, it's still plugged in.
Plugged in here. We've got that.
There you go.
And then this one is one of my baritones. So whenever we were recording Ultra Mono, we recorded this place called Le Fret, the studio in Paris, and the owner Olivier is like he was in like 60s French pop bands, and he's got the most amazing collection of guitars. I think a lot of Alex Turner's guitars are at his studio as well. And while we were recording, he kind of came down and he brought this it was actually a biosexto, like a telly shape. And he was like, I think you'd love this. I think you'd like to play this on, from what I'm hearing, this is the vibe for you. And immediately it was on every single track on the album. So I got really into playing baritone off that. And so I got, I'm a Strat guy, so I got Fender to make me one. So I think it's a kind of custom, it's like a part caster. I think it's built out of what they had. Stock pickups for the very first time. I'm normally it's got to be to my spec and like really hot stuff and all that. But I think with baritone specifically, being too hot is a dangerous territory because you start to go into a bit of bassiness and a bit not what you want to be. You want it to sound like a baritone guitar. So actually the twangier and kind of American kind of what you associate with typical Fenders is the best kind of vibe. So this will be, hold on, I'll turn the delay off. But like that's a lot twangier than even the last few guitars. But and so it's cool. It's the best thing about baritones is it's twangy and it's also meaty at the same time.
Yeah.
So this is like, when I play guitar on Tangk, this will be my main guitar.
Just playing guitar, and is that not coming through? Is that coming through the Vox now?
It's for promo. Yeah, I get that a lot. So yeah, but so basically, whenever I'm playing guitar on this album, it's mostly this.
Yeah. Because you're playing with some really heavy sounds, like heavy strings, baritone, all the rest of it. Are you having to use quite high headroom amps, or do you just slam smaller amps?
No, so I use a 200 watt orange and a 100 watt high watt. And then actually on this album, I've gone back to using the Vox AC30 as well. I kind of, there's a lot more kind of like less rock guitar on this album. So the Vox does some nice things in that territory. And then it can also I can completely rag it when I want to. Yeah. So I my range now is from extremely high headroom to not at all when it's going through the 150 pedals that I put through it. So yeah. Yeah, it's everywhere. And I use a lot of DIs as well because my guitars go through that thing, the crawler machine. So that doesn't even go to an amp, that's straight out DIs.
Yeah.
Because the effects are a bit crazy, the blue amps up.
Bowen, thank you so much. It's really,
pleasure.
really interesting. And another time when we've actually got a couple of days, we'll talk about the effects.
Yeah, you need a few days at this stage.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.